Mud on my boots, fog on my tongue. Every root grabs at my ankle, like it knows where I'm from. Maps in my pack mean nothing in here. Every tree leans in and listens.
So this is the camera, huh?
Yeah. And I set it up down here because I was walking down one day and just a bunch of elk tracks laying and deer tracks all in this. It was a lot more marsh here a couple years ago. And so like, oh, this would be a good spot for the game cam. And I got like a month straight of 3 bull elk walking through here.
Oh, wow. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. This is my neighbor friend Austin, and he drugged me out to this clear cut. We're going to explain why he did that, but first, who are you?
My name is Austin Hilliard. I grew up in Sequim, Washington my whole entire life. I've explored endless amounts of the Olympic Peninsula. I'm an avid hunter and hiker and ride my quads around, and I like exploring areas. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not all, man. This guy actually is also the reason why we know Curtis, you guys. This is Curtis's really good friend, and the reason why I know Curtis. Tell me a little bit about your one of your best friends.
Well, it's really funny because me and Curtis, his uncle was good friends with my dad, best friends with my dad in high school, and Curtis's dad was a bit older than my dad, and me and Curtis were born 5 days apart.
Dude.
So then it was like, oh, okay, now I'm hanging out with Mike, his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we just kind of became best friends instantly right after that.
Yeah.
And he moved to California when we were in 3rd grade,
mm-hmm.
and then still touch base with him all the time,
mm-hmm.
and then moved back our sophomore year in high school and right back to basically best friends again.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, without that, probably Curtis wouldn't have reached out to us, and we probably wouldn't have him on the team and think, well, that's freaking cool, Austin. In a moment, we'll pan
Mm-hmm.
the whole clear cut and kind of give our viewers kind of a more of a view and see what this clear cut looks like. We've lived around this clear cut, and I've been around this clear cut for years. Do you know when this was originally cut?
2019.
This was a 19 cut.
Well, because the logging road that's in here now,
Yeah.
that used to be all trails.
Right.
It used to be one long, like, motorcycle trail all the way to the power lines over there, and then like in 2019, 2020, they started to rebuild the old logging road into it. Because there was actually an old sign up over there that said cut it and clear cut in 1984.
The last was 84.
Yeah.
And then 19 was this year. This last.
Yeah,
one.
the last cut.
Yeah, I do. When I first started walking the DNR road back here in, I did walk that trail a couple times, like you said before. They opened it up more and laid all the rock and everything else they did to make it more accessible for their trucks. But you have a really interesting and cool story about something you found on this game cam, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
Okay, so it was August of this year. I'm out on my quad, and I set this game camera up for probably like 2 or so years now. I've gotten deer on it, elk on it, and I go to check it one evening, and usually there's a bunch of pictures on it, just even doe walking around and stuff like that. I had a salt look out at one point, and there was nothing on it but like 15 pictures of just like grass moving or a stick moving. And then there was one picture that popped up of what looked like a deer head.
Yeah.
Sitting right over there. I'm like, okay. And then I scroll by the next couple, nothing. I'm like, okay. And then I go back to look at the deer.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't that interested in it because, doe. Okay, cool. I got a bunch of those.
Yeah.
And when I go back to look at it, I'm like, well, that looks weird. And then the longer and longer I stared at that picture, the weirder and weirder it looked to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, so I put a new chip in this and took that back, and I showed it to my dad, and he went, well, that's a weird looking deer.
Yeah.
Because the face is small.
Yeah, really
and the
small.
ears are like almost double the size of the face up to here. And the eyes are the trippiest thing about it.
Yeah, they are.
Because I've got a bunch of pictures of deer on that game camera. Not a single one looks like that.
Right.
The eyes are right here.
They're
the
right
eyes
there.
aren't, on the side how they normally are. They're sticking right here with its big, tall ears and small head. And the shoulders on it.
Which are still barely visible, but...
Barely visible, but... I mean, it was sitting right over there. So
Yeah.
you'd think you'd see more of a body to it. But, I mean, it was completely just cut off. It was like a weird-looking deer sitting straight at you like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed it to people who are... I showed it to Curtis.
Yeah.
Showed it to Chris Beery, his uncle, who's a big hunter,
Right.
too. And
Yeah.
he looked at it and went... I mean, I want to say deer, but this just doesn't look like a deer.
Right.
And you want to think, okay, something's wrong with the picture on it. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same exact. I've seen a bunch of deer on it. Not a single one has looked anything like that.
Right.
And I'm not one to fully believe in, stick Indians and skinwalkers and stuff like that. But this thing looks like kind of how the legends describe.
Right.
It shape-shifting almost into it trying to mimic something.
Right.
But it failed.
Right.
And there's one
Close,
picture of it.
but failed.
There's
Yeah.
it was only one picture of it, and
Yeah.
it's looking right into the camera,
Right
and
at this
there's
camera.
nothing else after that.
There's the camera.
And the quote-unquote deer is point blank, staring right in front of it about where I'm staring right here.
Right there. That's not far at all.
And there's nothing around it.
Yeah.
To be able to not have two pictures of it.
Right,
There's
look at
only
this.
One picture. And I got pictures that get taken every 15 seconds.
You have it set at 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And some of these trees have come up since this clear cut, but you said this picture happened last summer.
This picture happened
in August.
At 8:19 in the morning in the I think beginning of August, late July.
August, late July 2025.
Yeah.
So this clear cut is right off of the power line road right up here. And Austin tonight is going to show me a pretty cool trail from our house back in here. The Pacific Northwest is a land of sharp contrasts, where the tide meets the timber and the known meets the mystery. As the days stretch and the shadows retreat, the window for the nocturnal narrows. The woods are waking up, filled with more people than ever, creating a strange season of overlap. This is the collision of two worlds, and our cue to take back the night. We step into the dark not just to watch, but to encounter the true giants of the forest. On this episode, we focus our lens on the rugged DNR land of Sequim, Washington. A place where the tree line hides more than just timber. Too much gas and got it flooded, huh?
Yep.
Ruh-roh.
That should be fine.
I mean, somebody's going through on here on a fat tire.
Yeah. Yeah. You see it right there?
I mean, there's parts that look like they're doable, but I don't know.
A small bike like that,
Yeah.
it's probably a lot easier than a bigger bike.
Yeah. So every chance we get, we walk down to the creek gully. Right now we're headed down again to McDonald Creek, where there's tons of activity all year round. So yeah, this DNR is connected and situated right through the McDonald Creek drainage, which, you know, Curtis is here a lot in this general area. But this is like right behind where we live.
Yeah.
All right, McDonald Creek. Yeah, I mean, look at this tire track.
Yep.
Somebody drove right through this thing.
Pop right up and through and on the other side. And once you get over to the other side, it's a lot easier. It's a lot, you know, not as steep as that. This goes down real quick and it kind of meanders its way up over on the other side to go up to the mountain.
Yeah, that'd be just super cool if there was a Sasquatch just sitting behind that log. This is going to be warmer because we're not going to go as fast.
Yeah.
It's going to be faster.
It is faster.
The air in the Pacific Northwest doesn't just get cold after the sun dips behind the Olympics, it gets heavy. You're standing on the edge of the Department of Natural Resources land in Sequim, Washington. To most, it's just a patchwork of timber and hiking trails. To those who pay attention, it's a cluster, a geographic hotspot where the rules of reality seem to fray at the edges. There is a specific kind of dread that comes with the missing 411 phenomenon. It's not just that people vanish, it's how they vanish. You might notice tonight the Oz effect. The wind dies, the crickets stop, the Douglas firs stand paralyzed. This unsettling silence is the force holding its breath because a predator is moving through the static. One moment a hiker is there, the next they're gone, leaving no trail for bloodhounds to follow. It's as if the earth simply edited them out of existence. When victims are found, the patterns are haunting. Clothing is missing. Children are discovered miles away across terrain that shouldn't be impassable for a grown man, let alone a child. The missing 411 points to the strangeness of unexplained disappearances. Beyond the data, though, lie legends. And the Pacific Northwest has many tales, going all the way back to the before time. Prehistoric accounts and modern eyewitness testimonies of strange beings. Some watch without being seen, some follow you through the woods, and some shouldn't even be mentioned. There's the tree.
It's rooted right here though, so it should be easy to just pop over and around it. I'm basically the only one that goes here that clears these trails though, so I guess I haven't been back here in a little while. Ready? Oh, it's still on the ground. Will it stay?
To the side. Can you push it to the side, maybe?
Maybe.
You might have to come back and cut this thing up.
Are you ready, Chris?
Sure. Okay, hang on a second. Let me set this down. Yeah?
Forward.
Forward.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Enough?
Off your quad. You think I'm gonna be able to raise it up around that?
Oh, easily.
Okay.
Look it up off there. Let's go.
Alright, let's go. What exactly is watching us from the tree line? The DNR land isn't home to just one legend. It's a crossroads for the ancient and the elusive. Deep in the brush dwell the Stick Indians. In some traditions, they are believed to be former humans that have become cannibals. In others, they are supernatural beings akin to more malevolent Sasquatch. They are masters of the wrong turn, using whistles and trickery to lead you off the path until the forest swallows you whole. Higher up, you face the Sasquatch. In the Pacific Northwest, they are revered as the forest guardians. Intelligent, spiritual, big brothers who protect the natural world. Specifically here in Clallam County, we have the Woman of the Woods, a formidable figure known for carrying away misbehaving children in her basket. A growing phenomenon, more disturbing are the recent reports of the pale creatures. These are hazy white hominid figures seen moving from tree to tree, right here as recently as October 2025. Witnesses describe them as tall and thin, with death-pale skin, black pits for eyes, and a mere slit for a mouth. These creatures don't walk among the ferns. They glide through the upper branches, also accompanied by terrifying rhythmic vocalizations, kind of like a ah, 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 similar to that of a raven. Many things live on the edge, in the shadows of both forest and the imagination. Legends tell of beings that own the night. We merely cosplay as warriors in the dark until what lives in there bites back. The forest feels safe in the daylight, but it waits for the dark. I personally had an experience right here in the DNR. I remember it vividly, 3 a.m. right there in the witching hour. I was awoken in my room. The silence was shattered by a sound that didn't belong to any known animal. A high-pitched, monster scream that vibrated in my very bones started up north. As it moved south through the DNR around my house, you could hear it quickly ascend and then descend into the cedar trees. As it got to the top of the trees, it started to shake the branches. You could hear the breaking and the cracking. Along with that, it would bellow out these monstrous screams. Blood-curdling screams that seemed to go on for like 20 minutes. Until the sounds finally faded into the cold dark of the morning.